Could this mineral deficiency actually give you diabetes? And I'm talking about magnesium. Magnesium is the fourth most abundant mineral in the entire body. It works as a helper nutrient in certain enzyme reactions. It's involved in over 300 chemical reactions, including its effect on insulin. So it helps to regulate insulin. It's involved in glucose metabolism. And I want to put an interesting study down below related to diabetics. And it was found that diabetics have significantly lower magnesium levels than healthy people. And I'm also talking about pre-diabetics and people with insulin resistance. When you're deficient in magnesium, you worsen insulin resistance. When you take magnesium, you improve insulin resistance. That allows better blood sugar control and all the other effects that insulin is supposed to have. Now, the RDAs, or recommended amounts of magnesium that we need per day for a male body, is between 400 to 420 milligrams. For a female, it's in the 300s, okay? So let's talk about what food is high in magnesium. Well, chocolate, 1 ounce has 64 milligrams. 1 avocado will give you 58 milligrams. Nuts, 1 ounce, 82 milligrams. Seeds, just 1 ounce will give you 150 milligrams of magnesium. And by the way, pumpkin seeds have the most magnesium. Leafy greens, 1 cup, 157 milligrams. So if you had, I don't know, like maybe 2.5 to 3 cups of salad per day, you're going to get your magnesium. Very few people even have that much. 1 egg has 6 milligrams of magnesium. 1 ounce of meat or fish has only 9 milligrams of magnesium. Steak, 6 ounces, has only 32. So all the meats in general are not high in magnesium. Hummus, 1 cup, is 184 milligrams of magnesium. And magnesium also works with calcium together in the contraction and relaxation of muscles. And I'm also including smooth muscle, like in your arteries. So if you're deficient in magnesium, guess what's going to happen? Blood pressure is going to go up. And this is why people take magnesium for their blood pressure, for their heart, for cramps in their calves. Now, the question is, how do you become deficient, okay? Number one, you're probably not consuming enough food with magnesium. Magnesium is part of the chlorophyll complex. So very few people are consuming enough greens, number one. They're doing too many refined carbs. A refined carbohydrate, and I'm talking about the breads, pasta, cereal, crackers, and also the refined sugars will deplete magnesium. Caffeine will deplete magnesium. Alcohol will deplete it. Diuretics. There's a diuretic called thiazide. Okay, thiazide creates a magnesium deficiency. And when someone's on this diuretic, their risk of diabetes increases, probably because of the deficiency of magnesium. Now, what's interesting is that a lot of diabetics have high blood pressure. They're taking this diuretic, thiazide, okay, which is actually worsening the diabetes. Okay, and they don't know about this magnesium point here. Also, when you have insulin resistance, which I believe the majority of the population has, you're going to have a hard time absorbing magnesium. So what you need to know is that when you take magnesium in a supplement or through your food, you actually can improve insulin resistance right here, and therefore increasing your absorption of magnesium. Okay, so they both work really closely together. All right, guys, so thanks for watching. Now you know the connection between magnesium, your blood sugars, magnesium and blood pressure, and also cramping. Thanks for watching. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto and Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.